This is my Pajero short wheelbase 3.2 liter diesel engine made in 2000s for Japanese market. So it's right hand side, right hand wheel drive, and it's like a girlfriend, fancy girlfriend requiring lots of maintenance. But I love this car, and maybe I love to work on it. And I spent a number of hours trying to fix a problem that I learned on the internet is caused by a fuse. And let me show you what happens here. When you put the ignition on, you will see just some flashing lights and you cannot drive it properly. I had to drive it like 150 kilometers. I think it was on a third gear or something like that. And it was kind of scary to me because I did some repairs and I thought I busted something. Let me show you the dashboard first, and then I'll show you step by step what I did in order to fix it. It's a very quick fix if you know the answer, but if you don't know the answer, you may take it to the mechanic, and if they don't know this car, just be aware they'll charge you by the hour, so you can spend probably $500 at least and to troubleshooting if they can find the problem. If they spend time on a service manual, if they can't find the problem, then you have to pay out of your pocket. You have to pay the mechanic on his learning curve on this car. So go to a mechanic who knows this car. Again, this is a right-hand drive. The service manual I'm going to show you is kind of for left-hand drive, left-wheel drive. And here is the ignition on. And look at the dashboard, what it does. The CD lock light is flashing twice a second. It's like the same symptom when you count the transmission codes and there's no error for the transmission. And you see the top light on the right hand side is SRS, Sierra Romeo Sierra. It's an airbag light. So it tells you that at least two systems are down. So these warning lights are powered by the central ECU, the central computer, and it monitors the bus, the data bus. And if the two other ECUs are dead, it will show this warning and it will kind of put the car into limp mode. It took me 150 kilometers to drive this car on a third gear, I guess, because the transmission ECU or the transfer case was deactivated because there was no power. So I figured that must be a major power failure since I do have two ECUs, two computers down. Then let's show you the service manual, then I'll come back to show you which fuse you have to replace. So a symptom that it's also part of this problem is no backup light. That's important indication. It's telling you that must be a fuse or something like that that's blown and you don't get power for those computers and the backup lights. So you look for a common power source. So I opened the service manual which I found on the internet, and there is one page that shows you some fuses locations, and it says dedicated fuse and dedicated fuses. And now this is for left-hand drive. I had to figure out because I see the steering column and the brake pedal or something like that here. So on the left it's the fuse block right under the driver. So in my case it's on the driver's side. I will show you in a bit. So here it's kind of hard to see, but at least you kind of locate where is that dedicated fuse. Then there is another one. It shows the junction block, and you figure that this connector, this 208 connector, where it goes. Then you look at the backup light schematic and you see the fuse number 8 here and the GB junction block, and it shows you junction block fuse number 8 here. And this is